not getting the proper starting camera, but we're 5 lights out. Lights out and away we go, and that's a monster start, I think, for... Is that Ivan? I think so. It's not getting a good camera angle. There we go, now the camera angle has changed. Thank you very much for that game. That was a brilliant TV direction. And that's Lennart actually getting a bit of a tank slapper. Is he under threat from Ivan? In fact, he is under threat from Ivan. Ivan is ahead of Lennart. So this is one hell of a start for Ivan as he mounts his championship defense fairly well here. But he's still got a lot of work to do as Bradley, who is in a league of his own, pulling away. But we can see that the rest of the field is squabbling behind him. We've got times it's a leader by mistake somehow. Position changes down the field. We're still waiting for things to settle down as the first lap chaos gets, well, sorts itself out. The Ferrari filling in a Red Bull sandwich. Faco getting a bit of a slipstream. Ivan does not look quite as fast down the straights. Lennart making a move around the outside. Has to hold off for now, though. But he's got the inside. That turns to the inside for turn 2. And he's got back ahead of Ivan. That was an incredible move. So Cohen has already had to pit. I think he may have had front wing damage or something. He's down 8 positions and he's dead last. That's promoted Vizine, Hetmar, and Matre up a position each. Is Ivan gonna make it easy for him? They may be teammates, but, well, you know how things can be with teammates these days. Esteban Ocon in Hungary just a month ago. Ivan is not gonna make it hard for him, though he has been allowed Faco to pass just before the DRS detection zone. So Ivan now gets the DRS, but it might not be good enough. Yeah, he's got to settle for P4 for now. As Lennart is the first man to blink, comes into the pits for a fresh set of hard tyres. Nice pit stop. So, who will be next? He will have to contend with the cold tyres for at least half the lap. As Bradley now comes into the pits to defend, well, cover off Lennart. And also into the pits is Faco. Oh, and I don't think that's a good stop for Bradley, but then again, didn't look like a good stop for Faco either. Also into the pits, Hyper, putting on new hard tyres. Anyone else coming into the pits? Doesn't look like it. So Bradley comes out into the field ahead of Lennart, just where he wanted to be. Crucially though, Faco is also ahead of Lennart. So the undercut hasn't quite worked for Lennart. Lennart was P3, so where can Ivan end up as Lennart makes his way past Dave? Faco, though, is under threat. Lennart's tyres are going to be a lot warmer. Oh, and he makes a dive down turn 8 even. Oh, doesn't get good traction, though. And they're going to be fighting side by side into turn 10. This is something you only really see in F2. And Lennart does get the effective P2 back, but that's given DRS back to Faco. As now, Ivan comes into the pits, as does Quibus. So where can Ivan come out? I don't think it's going to be ahead of Bradley. And indeed, it is not. Yeah, he's come out in essentially the same position, and it's status quo resumed. But Faco, how much energy does he have? He's using his energy. and he's gonna make the dive bomb up the inside. Well, maybe not quite a dive bomb, but he's gonna make the move. Can he make it stick? Oh no! Whoa, that was a bit of lag going on there. So actually, it wasn't Leonard spinning out. It was just a bit of a desync. Oh, look at this! A three-way battle for P5. Four-way battle. Oh, and that Weiss almost cutting someone off as he pulls into the pit lane and gets himself a 5-second penalty. Quibus might be about to take P5 here. He's going up the inside. What a move. I mean, Jacob is on brand new medium tyres. Dave is on old medium tyres. He's still going. He's extending that medium stint a long way. But Quibus should not be able to have won out on that one there. So what can the Alpine driver do? Well, he's right behind the Alfa Romeo. And I think the move is inevitable. He's got the pace and he'll have the DRS. Oh, I thought Quibus was going to play a bit of DRS chicken there, but decided against it. Jacob is going to have the DRS. Is he going to use any of his energy? Well, neither of them are using energy, but it's going to be a done deal, I think. Quibus moves over, tries to break the toe, but Jacob is going to take P5, but just before the DRS line, so Quibus could come back at him here. But he's not using his energy, so maybe he just thinks it's a done deal and he's just gonna stay there. For now, at least. Leonard, still behind the Red Bull. We're gonna ride with him here. He's used a little bit of his energy. He opens the DRS, gaining a little bit. A little bit. Is he going to be able to make the move? He's got the inside. He's making the move now. But that's going to turn into the outside for turn 2, and it doesn't quite work out just yet. He does get the DRS again down to turn 4, and this time he's using the energy, and Faco has run out of it. Faco does not have the energy. He does, however, maintain track position, left the space for Leonard. Faco used up as much of his energy as he could, but now he's recovering, which is not a good position to be in because Leonard has quite a bit more. 20% more, to be precise. Oh! Position change at the front again. Too distracted, and Faco, his lack of energy, has come back to bite him out. So Faco, content to use the DRS, and actually he's closed it early. Oh no, there's contact! He outbroke himself and he's made contact with Leonard. That's not what you want to be doing. That will be investigated after the Grand Prix. And it's definitely not looking like it was a desync there. That's definitely contact. Oh, Faco actually waited for Leonard and has allowed him back past. There's a move going on down the field. Hyper and Ryan squabbling for P7. Hyper under threat from Ryan. Oh, I thought he was about to spin. Ryan, Hyper has the DRS, so Ryan was ahead of Hyper at the DRS line, the detection zone, and that's allowed Hyper to maintain his lead on Ryan here, and Ivan within a second of his teammate. But he's used up a lot of his energy to get there, so that's not what you want to be doing, and he's losing so much time as Leonard is being passed again. It's almost a Verstappen-Leclerc situation that we saw in the real-life Bahrain Grand Prix. He's got the energy, he used the DRS even, he used a little bit of energy, he's going to be able to make the move. He's going to make the dive bomb, he is! But it's going to be the outside for turn 2 again. We'll have the DRS down to turn 4. Faco using what energy he has, And Leonard still has to settle for P3. And so the gap has grown somewhat. He's using his energy to try to keep within the 1 second margin. The gap did grow. It has shrunk a little bit. That's the word I was looking for. Shrunk. Gets the DRS again, but crucially, his energy deployment is at practically zero. I don't think he's gonna make an opportunistic move, and it comes to it, Faco. Oh, and that's allowed Ivan past. And now this is gonna be a surprise P2 for Ivan, and the two friends have collided again. Is Leonard going to allow Faco past? Yes, he does. Unless that was a mistake, but he's allowed Faco past, and now it's Ivan who will finish P2 unexpectedly. Leonard is out of the running for a podium. Not a lot of energy on either of these Red Bulls. Meanwhile, Bradley has just won the race by 12 seconds. Unbelievable, and Ivan picks up that opportunistic P2.